Um, that people are just, even though we had this report come out in June now, okay, in late June, just 2 months ago, just about here, and from the Pentagon, the report is actually an admission that extraterrestrials are here. They're responsible, right? They're behind these craft. I mean, okay, what? There's no other answer to this. It's not China or Russia. It never has been. Okay, it's it's extraterrestrials, right? I'm tired of seeing like documentaries like the one this terrible documentary that I just watched today. That J.J. Abrams served as an executive producer for UFO. That it's a 4-part documentary on the that you could see on Showtime. I do not recommend it. It was one of the worst ones I've seen in 40 years. Yeah, one of the worst documentaries I've ever seen on UFOs in 40 years. Complete garbage. But a lot of these things are, like this documentary, like people keep wondering, we don't know what it is. We need proof. The proof is there. It's there. We have proof. What else? There's no other answer. We know what they are. Use your common sense. Okay, the things are not natural phenomena, and these are metallic objects. Okay, metallic objects that fly around and do maneuvers that our conventional aircraft cannot do. Of course, we might be working on stuff, and we might be experimenting with stuff that in secret, right? But these things, it's real. There's in addition to that, there are things that are here that are not being controlled by human beings. So obviously they're controlled by some other intelligence that's higher than ours. Okay? The intelligence is higher than ours. Okay? So that means they're from someplace else. They're not us, right? They're not, obviously, they're not living here. We don't see them unless they're secret bases under the sea, on the moon, in the Arctic, in the Antarctic, maybe in the woods, someplace deep in some deep forest. Who knows? Anywhere. They're here, but they're not permanent residents. Obviously, I mean, you have to use your common sense here. There are things here that are coming here. When you go by all the reports, right, from made by different people over the years, there's all different variety. I mean, if you look at the aliens that kidnapped Betty and Barney Hill, they look different than the ones that kidnapped the guys in Pascagoula in 1973. They look different than the things that abducted Travis Walton in '76. They all look different. Right, some of them look the same, right? Some of them are the same, but they're different. There's different variety here coming here, okay? But they're not. But these objects they're not from China or Russia. There's no way that they have that technology. They didn't have that technology back in the 40s or the 50s or the 60s. There's no way. Nobody has that technology. Did you ever see any of the film of these things? The actual film, these that could never have been faked, with these things flying around. That wasn't our stuff. There's no way it could have been ours. They're from someplace else. They're not from here. So that report, that Pentagon report, is basically, it's an admission. They're admitting. They're telling you in a offhand sort of way. Yeah, we don't know what it is. That's code for it's extraterrestrial. Okay, that's what it is. It is. It has to be. There is no other answer. Okay, there's no other explanation for it. That's the one that makes logical sense. Okay, that their extraterrestrials are here. That makes logical sense. So let's take it from. We need to take things from there, from the premise that that's what this is. They're aliens. They're here. So we take it from there. We just admit to ourselves, you know what? Let's stop being like we need as a whole. We need to, our scientists. Instead of this Carl Sagan bullshit, okay, we need extraordinary evidence. You have it. You see. Look at all the reports. Everybody's liar, right? The image, every single picture is fake, phony, right? The McMinnville UFO from 1950, that's phony. Okay, that's not phony. That's real. That was a real object. How about the Rex Heflin pictures from 1965? They're real. They're real. They're real. That was some object that was flying around. That we don't have a craft like that. It's real. And obviously, it's not being operated by us. And I don't see any. You don't see them, right? You don't see any other intelligent beings around here, right? I don't. They stay hidden. They don't like to show themselves, obviously. They're very stealthy. So let's start admitting. Our scientists need to start taking it from the premise that, you know what? Let's stop being dumb, okay? Let's admit, yes, you know what? They must be, because where else are they coming from? So let's start from there. Like, everybody's not lying. Even if half of them were lying, that means there's still extraterrestrials here, right? Obviously. So let's just change. Let's just like the whole a majority of our world needs to change its mentality on this. Hey, the French admitted it. They, back when they came out with their report back in was it the 90s? They came out with that their report. They said, yeah, they came to the conclusion, yeah, extraterrestrials. What else could it be? That's right. What else could it be? That's what it is. Who cares what Neil deGrasse Tyson says? Who cares? He's wrong. He's dense. Who cares what let's all take from even him, he needs to get on board. Everybody let's all get on board with it. Let's take it from the premise that, yeah, you know what? Let's stop being stupid. We've been stupid for too long. The government's lying to us, obviously. For military purposes, whatever. They don't want to cause a panic. I'm not sure if I believe that one anymore. Maybe there was a time for that, but not now. So, yeah, let's all start from the premise that, yeah, the Pentagon, they're basically telling us it's UFOs. Because let's look at what the other choices they give us. They basically rule out that it's their own. That it's their own stuff. They rule that out. Natural phenomena. I don't know what kind of... Is there birds out there that could change themselves into metallic saucers that defy physics? I don't think so. I don't think I believe that one. That's preposterous. Are there octopus out there that could fly out of the ocean and then turn themselves into saucers and then fly around or maybe turn themselves into a tic-tac shape and then fly around our Navy ships and then dip back down in the ocean? Is there octopus that could do that? I don't believe that. I think that sounds crazy, actually. Anybody who says that would be nuts if somebody believed that. So it's not any natural phenomena. It's not China or Russia, because if it was, if they had that kind of stuff, we'd be done. We'd be done. They'd blow us up, most likely, or threaten to anyhow. Either conform to their, authoritarian format of government, or else. They'd probably give us an ultimatum. So it's not them. No way. They're trying to deal with this too, actually. They don't know what they're trying to figure it out. I'm sure they've been reverse engineering anything that they've recovered as well. Who knows who's ahead of who? I have no idea about that, because our government doesn't tell us. But yeah, let's all start from that premise that, you know what? It's aliens. Look how easy that is. Aliens. Yeah. Why didn't we just say that in the first place? Because it couldn't be anything else, right? But what if they come from another dimension? Okay, they come from another dimension. They're still aliens, aren't they? They're not from here, right? It's extraterrestrials, aliens, whatever. Who cares right now? Let's just all start from that premise and then take it from there, rather than, well, we need more proof. You have enough proof. There's people out there posting pictures and videos every single day of the week. All over the internet. Some of them are fake, I'm sure. So some of them are not, I'm sure. There's all kinds of people that have all kinds of stories. Some of them are lying, but some of them are not. Some people will say, well, how do we need to be able to figure out who are the liars and who's telling the truth? What does it matter? There's always going to be someone who lies, and there's always going to be someone who tells the truth. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that aliens are here. Let's take it from there. We need to figure out more stuff. It's just so upsetting. But anyway, yes. What I'm trying to say is the Pentagon basically admitted it. That's the way I'm going to look at it from here on out. They admitted it. Extraterrestrials. Straight from the Pentagon. That's my take.